Yo, that man, you know who it is, you know what it is. Your boy Fully Fresh, aka the General here reporting for duty. Listen, if you haven't done it, make sure you hit that sub button, man. And also hit the like for your boy. However the algorithm works, more people get to see me, more people get to see the merch. But that ain't really what we here for. We really doing the pregame before the game. You already know how we get down. Shout out to BVP. Couldn't get the job done today, but I'm gonna drop this quick video for y'all on things that I think and how I know that if the Philadelphia Eagles take advantage of these things, we will be 6-1. We will be 6-1 and making them 5-2. All right, the first thing we already talked about in do's and don'ts, but I really want to get down to the nitty gritty with things about it is attacking Tua. Jalen Carter coming back is really a blessing. It's really a blessing to have him back. Not saying that the defensive line, especially at the defensive tackle position, did bad, but what I'm gonna say is he's a whole different beast. I love Fletcher Cox bring to the table, love what Jordan Davis bring to the table, but he's a whole different beast, and we know it's not just about their passing game in the Miami Dolphins. It is that they are amongst the top 5 in rushing too. I think they're actually number 1 at like 181 a game. They know how to rush it, but they also use Tyreek Hill in a situation. So to me, having Carter, it can eliminate a lot of those rushes. It can stop a guy like Mostert from getting off. You know what I mean? The eye discipline is one of the most important things coming into this game. You got to be disciplined. You have to not get out of your reads just because it's emotion or just because you think Tyreek Hill is going to get the football, whatever the case may be. Everybody has to trust their man. Everybody needs to know where they're supposed to be and be where they're supposed to be, because all it takes is one weak link to break a chain. It don't matter how long that chain is. If there's one weak link, it's over. So you got to make sure that everybody is where they're supposed to be. Slay coming back is definitely big. Reed Blankenship being out, I'm not gonna lie, having Reed Blankenship and Evans out is scary in the backfield, especially when you want to talk about a guy like Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. I haven't really said Jalen Waddle's name in my last couple of videos, but we already know who the Batman is in that situation. So I ain't gonna lie, man. You got to make sure that whoever it is that's going to be with City Brown, that they get the job done. It is going to be scary back there. But I think Darius Slay and Bradbury, they're going to be able to hold it down. Now, in the middle, playing the slot and everything, we still got seekers. Bradley Roby isn't playing. I don't like Job at all. Y'all already know how I feel about him. They did bring Josiah Scott back. I don't know if they're going to have him playing the safety or in the middle. So it is a little shaky back there. Pause. But you get what I'm saying. What I'm going to say is that I think that their top corner and their top safety are not playing either. So they're vulnerable also. But to me, I don't want this. I don't need this. And I did pick it to go over 51. I think that's the over and under. But I really don't want it to be a shootout. I have no problem losing that bet. I don't want it to be a shootout. Like, I think that you got to grind and grind. Sorry, y'all. I think that you got to grind it out. Baby, can you call my mom, please? Grind it out until you put your will on this team. I think that you got to fight force with speed. You got to make sure that you take care of what need to be taken care of. And that is basically that. No, we here. Yeah, you fast, you finesse and all that, but we gritty. We grimy. We going to do what needs to be done as long as it's legal. The penalties definitely don't need none. Don't really. I know it's going to be penalties. That's just the way of the game. But definitely don't need no turnovers. Definitely don't need no turnovers. That goes to Swift. That goes to Jalen Hurts. And that also goes to, even though he didn't get a turnover, them drops is major by Smitty, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. I ain't like it. I ain't like it. Of course, you know I ain't like it, but I know that he's better than that. He doesn't like it neither. And they kind of disrespecting them with the over and under, having them at 55. I think he goes off this week. I think the man that's going to be left out might be Dallas Goedert. I don't think Dallas got to really goes off, but I do think A.J. Brown and Devontae both get 100 yards. If not 100 yards, they at least get 80 apiece. But one of them is getting 100. I think that you but don't overdo it on Tyreek Hill, because that's when they're going to start killing you with everybody else. You know what I mean? That's when the Waddles is going to start eating. They got a couple other guys also. So you got to make sure that you're still disciplined. I understand he's a cheater. They call him the cheater for a reason. He's probably the fastest player in the NFL. And it shows, and he's real cocky and he's arrogant. He does backflips and all that kind of stuff. But hey, man, I'm like that too. If I score, you gonna know. So to eliminate that, you just stop him from scoring. Now it's easier said than done because I'm sitting behind a microphone, but I can tell you that they're not invincible. They already have a loss on their record. So do we. So we know we're not invincible. What I'm saying is they are not invincible. So you got to make sure that you fight speed with force. Kick their ass. Make sure you run the ball at them. This offensive line is way better than their defensive line. This defensive line is way better than the offensive line. It starts in the trenches. You kick their ass up front, and then you take names later. That's really all I got for today, man. Make sure y'all enjoy the game. I will be doing a post live. I'm gonna try to do a call-in show so we can talk about a win or loss. But y'all already know, man. Stay Philly, stay fresh, y'all. Yo, that. All right.